everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking all of the Smug villagers available in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, admittedly, I do not have every single name memorized, and you would think that I would considering how long I've been playing Animal Crossing in general. I do feel confident though that I know a decent amount of the names, just not all of them if I'm being honest with you. And without further ado, let's get started. First up, we have Beardo. Now, Beardo is notoriously hated in the Animal Crossing community by the majority of players, including myself. I do not like him, and I'm not afraid to say that. I don't think that he's a good villager, and I wish that I liked him though. Reason being is because I just feel like every villager deserves to be loved by somebody in the community, and I wish I liked more of these villagers, but I unfortunately just don't, if I'm being honest. He is literally gonna go on my tier that just says, go away, literally go away. He can leave me alone. I wish I liked him though. Next, we have Chops. Now, Chops, I feel literally the exact same way as Beardo, like the exact same way. So he will go right next to Beardo and they can be besties. Next, we have Chatter, and I feel like it's just off to such a wonderful, positive start, you know. Chatter is also gonna go on the bottom tier. Hopefully, we're gonna have some more up towards the top, but for right now, literally all of them are on my go away list. Next, we have who I believe is Colton. I think this is Colton. I don't think he's nearly as bad as Beardo, Chops, or Chatter, but he's not really up there for me. Like, I don't, like, love him or something. So I think I'll go ahead and either put him on my You're Okay list or the I Don't Like You list, because I don't hate him, and I don't think that he's gross. You know what? I'll put him on my You're Okay list. And I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time we're encountering this video, probably not going to be the last time either. I don't remember the name of this villager, but I don't like him. Do I hate him though? I'm not really sure. I feel like he has similar vibes to Chatter in terms of how I feel about him, so I suppose he could go down here, and I'm starting to see a pattern already. We might just have a bunch of them towards the bottom. Not all of them will be though, of course. And now I'm having second thoughts about myself. Is this one Colton? These two villagers both have blonde hair, and I don't know which one's Colton, and I'm embarrassed now, but I will say, this one has similar vibes to the other horse villager. I don't know which one is Colton. Somebody let me know in the comments because I don't know which one is which. Next, we have Eugene. Eugene is a cool dude. The Smug villagers are generally not a favorite for me for the most part, but Eugene's a cool dude. I got him as a campsite villager recently on my Kid Core island, and while he does not fit the vibe of that island whatsoever, you know, I feel like he's okay. He can go in the middle. Next, we have Graham. Now, Graham is another one of those villagers just like, you would never be my first pick for something. However, I do think of all of these so far, he's one of the best ones that we've clicked on. And I feel like he's just barely, by like the tiniest little smidgen above the You're Okay tier. So I will, you know, actually, I'm gonna count him as a bestie. Next we have Hans. Hans, I don't like. I will say though, I feel like he's one of the most perfect villagers ever for a winter island if you're looking to make a winter island. He's great for that. But otherwise, I don't like him and I don't have a use for him. But do I feel like he's as bad as these bottom villagers? Not really, actually. So he can be our first villager on my I Don't Like You tier. Next, we have Henry. So Henry is absolutely adorable. Unfortunately, though, I haven't really had a chance to have him on an island, but I do really like him, and I hope to have him someday. He's going to be our first villager on the amazing tier. Next, we have, I think this is either Hippo or Harry. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I get them confused just a little bit. I don't like him. I really don't. In fact, I would go as far to say that he can go on my go away tier list. I feel like though, with the outfit and the hair, he gives me Hamilton vibes, and I can't explain why, but he just does. So he will go on the very bottom. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I don't know who this villager is either. I've seen them before more than once, but I don't know their name. I don't think, from what I know, I don't think they would be my go away list. I feel like they would go on the I Don't Like You list. So like, just barely above Chops, Beardo, Chatter, and then these two villagers, I'm not totally certain on their identities. Next, we have Jax. I would say he's okay. I don't really have to debate that for too long. I don't think he's amazing. I don't think he's a bestie, but I don't think I really hate him or like dislike him all that much. He can go next to Eugene. Next up, we have Julian. He for sure, without a doubt, right away is gonna go right next to Henry on the amazing list. Next, we have who I believe is Keaton. I think that is Keaton. If I am wrong, please let me know in the comments. He's not a bestie, and he's not amazing. But do I hate him? Not really. He can go next to Jax and Eugene. Next, we have who I believe is Ken. I think that's his name. don't like you list. I thought about for a second, like mentally putting him on my you're okay list, but I feel like I don't like him enough for that, to be honest. I don't know what it is about him. I just like straight up don't like him, so he can go there. And next we have Kid. I have beef with this character. So a long time ago, just a little backstory, I had this one island and I finally got him to leave, and then what do you know? He magically autofills like almost immediately after. Not right away, but fairly quickly, and I was not happy about it. So because of that and our beef together, he can go on my go away list. Next we have Klaus. Klaus, without a doubt, he can literally leave me alone. I don't like him at all. Nothing about this villager. I don't like anything about him. Not at all. Next we have who I believe is Kyle. You know what? I wouldn't tell him to go away. And I wouldn't say that like I don't like him. I don't really have enough experience with him to like consider him really like a bestie. He can go on my you're okay list. Next we have Mott. I feel like he's a pretty chill dude. I mean, I haven't had much experience with him either, but I don't hate him or anything, and I would love to get to know him. I feel like he has the potential to be a really good villager. So I'm gonna take a risk, a chance, if you will, and put him next to Graham. Next we have the Toilet Lion. If you don't know what I'm referring to, this is Lionel. And on Happy Home Paradise, he requests a toilet-themed house, which is very, very weird. I'll put him on my I don't like you list. Next we have Lopez. I feel like his character design is super, super cool. I think it's really amazing, but do I consider him a bestie? Do I consider him amazing? Not particularly. Where should I put him? Because I don't hate him. I don't have anything against him personally either. I suppose he can go on my you're okay list. This villager I don't remember the name of either, but I feel like he could be cool, but I also feel like, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't want to say right away like, oh my gosh, like go away, like I hate you or something, because that's not necessarily true. I've never really interacted with him, so I don't know. I'm not going to tell him to go away or that I hate him because I don't feel like I know him enough for that. So I guess he could go on my I don't like you list. Next we have Marshall. So I know who he is, and I've seen him a lot in New Leaf. I've seen him a lot in New Horizons, but I haven't really had him personally. I would love to, though, eventually on an island that I feel like is most appropriate for him. He will go on our amazing list. I know you're probably like, Lexi, if you've never really had him, how could he be on the amazing list? It's because I know he's amazing. I've heard wonderful things about him. A lot of people like him, and I would love to have him eventually. Next, we have O'Hare. O'Hare is absolutely adorable. I love him so much. I had him on my tropical island. He can go on the amazing list as well. And next, we have this villager. I'm having a bit of a brain fog moment, and I don't remember his exact name, but similarly to the hippo villager earlier, he gives me Hamilton vibes, and I can't explain why. Like, I don't know. I will say, though, I don't like him whatsoever, so he can go on my go-away list. Oh my goodness, it is so embarrassing the amount of villagers I don't know the names of on here. I feel like a fake Animal Crossing fan because I don't know a lot of these. I don't remember this villager's name, but I feel like they would be okay. They would not be a favorite, nor would they be a bestie. I wouldn't tell them to go away either, so they can go next to Lopez. And Pietro, my beloved, I feel like he's very controversial, mostly because he's a clown sheep, and a lot of people are scared of clowns. I mean, understandably so. I think he's adorable, though, when he's on my Kid Core Island right now, so he can go on my amazing list. And next we have Coulson, or at least I think this is Coulson. Because I'm pretty sure it's him, I'm going to put him on my You're Okay list. There's a backstory for this. We have a joke in my community that there's a Vine reference where it says January, February, March, April, May, June, Jason Derulo, but instead of saying Jason Derulo, we say Coulson Derulo. Next we have Raymond. I feel like I'm going to be flamed by a lot of Raymond fans if I don't put him towards the top. Would I consider him amazing? For me personally, not particularly, but I definitely don't hate him or like dislike him whatsoever. He can go on my bestie list. He can be a bestie. Rodney, however, he can literally go away and never turn back or look at me. Next we have Shep. I think he's pretty cute. I think he's a good villager. Would I consider him amazing? Me personally, not really. I'm gonna say he's a bestie though, because he's pretty close to amazing, but not quite there. Next we have Tex. He's not really a favorite. I feel like he's tied between You're Okay and I Don't Like You. I had him on New Horizons, I think a few times, as either like an autofill or like a campsite villager or something. I'm not totally sure. And that kind of bothered me because he was really hard to get rid of, so just because of that, he's like barely tipping the scale to go on the I Don't Like You list. And last but most certainly not least, we have Zell. Zell is a super cool villager. I think he's wonderful. I love his design. I think it's super unique. For that reason, he can go on my amazing list. And what do you guys think? Do you agree with my choices? Do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone!